defines my name? What defines my name? NAS. What defines my name? NAS. What defines my name?
Name existed forever, means victory, helper. Whole name means protector, shortened it by 2 letters, without the IR at the end. The reincarnated Gil Scott, living in the again. The World Cup in Moscow with a blonde who's a 10. Pen when I speak is like a lottery win. Quote my total, multi-mogul, so fly I can walk in any spot, every be soaking from a time when was stronger. Today's streets are calmer. They used to kill for shade sneaks and bombers. My name existed forever before Christians came in America, even better. With click sounds in their mouths was language for humans. With stick figures and K's, my name's written. For 50,000 years ago, if I could choose its origin, since there's nothing to gain.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Silicon Valley. And with a foghorn sounding behind us, that can only mean one thing, and that is it's time for football at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the San Francisco 49ers. Visiting sideline, their head coach. His guys ready to get this one going. On the other side, the head coach of the home team. His guys also found in their opener a week ago, so we got a couple of teams here desperately trying to avoid that 0-2 start. Two one-loss teams set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. Here are the Chargers ready to go on offense, led by their first-round pick in 2020, the man out of Oregon, Justin Herbert.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw 1 touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
Second and 10. Herbert. To the left side, he's got McConkey. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll run with Etienne. And trying to shake free, but Etienne cannot. The defense will stop him short. Now 4th down, so the Chargers trot out J.K. Scott. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Niners now to get their first drive. And a look here at their signal caller, the 5th-year quarterback.
Every time he leads his team out, there's no questioning. He's put the work in to earn his place in the NFL. There's no shortage of stories we've heard throughout his career about the effort he puts in to be in this spot. And that motivates everybody on his team. Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to third down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
That is caught. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 53 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. They're mounting a nice drive here. Good chunk of yardage there again. O-line, they've been solid this drive.
They have that look about them right now that says, if you do anything but run the ball behind us, you're crazy. They have really moved it well on this drive, and they want to finish it off the same way.
And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Foyesade American. The defense looked geared up to stop the run, but obviously, Charles, they were ready for the pass, too.
Yeah, they were hoping they could catch everyone crashing and playing the run, but that was a very ill-advised throw right there. The opportunity, lost.
The Charger drive about to get going. But the good news for them, they got the football. The bad news, they have to go 99 yards here as they start this drive out on their own 1-yard line. And he's brought down. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here. 1st and 10.
And the Chargers first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Short throw, going to be caught by Waller. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A big play there on the catch and run. 32 yards. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll try the left side with ETN. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The numbers on the ground for ETN last week. 15 carries, 62 yards, and a touchdown.
There were some signs of life from their ground game last week, but overall, just a so-so performance. Everyone knows they can make a slight improvement how they contribute to this aspect of the offense. Linemen can set their blocks and hold them a little bit longer, and he can be quicker to the hole and hit a lane. If they do that, they should get some better numbers produced this week.
2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. A shotgun snap and again to ETN. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. A big mistake last time they were on the field, tossing that interception inside the red zone and really taking away what had been a pretty successful drive up to that point.
Yeah, and I don't think there's any question about it. As they head out on the field for this drive, that whole offensive unit is just thinking redemption. You know, they moved it really well, didn't pay it off. This time, they want to make sure that ball ends up in the end zone, and they're the ones possessing it.
They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Here's Purdy. He'll try and do this himself. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you come in off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On the counter, ETN. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Here's Herbert. He'll get that underneath ETN. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Charger football to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 4th down coming up. So now on comes the field goal unit. And wow, this is no ordinary try here.
54-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. But now there is a penalty marker on the field. So let's see what this is about. And this is going to be roughing the kicker, an inexcusable penalty, Charles.
You've worked so hard to hold him to a 3-point kick. Now you're giving him the ball again with a chance for a touchdown.
ETN bringing in another one. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold or did they rough the quarterback? Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
They'll try and set up the screen to ETN. Touchdown! Travis Etienne, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. Then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Christian McCaffrey and his 49er teammates back onto the field. He's doing his thing. He's got some good yardage, but his team right now in the 2nd quarter, 0 points.
Just not a complete formula. Half of it's there, being able to run the ball and set the tone. What if they may have to go to some play action, throw off the run game, and try and get the ball in the end zone?
I was just going to ask you that same thing. Maybe you use that run now to set up the pass, right?
I would think so because the run has been very effective for them.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The Niners on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. He'll try and do this himself. They'll find Ayuk open right side. And he's going to have a Niners 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Purdy now to throw. Connects with Kittle underneath. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
They go play action here. Purdy. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
On third down, they're going to run for it here. And they'll bring him down 1 yard shy after a pickup of 4.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I said go for it.
And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did.
It's a turnover on downs.
In motion, the tight end. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
And the Chargers, first down. First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Here's Herbert. Now this one finds McConkey. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to bring up second down.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds.
Chargers, first down. First and goal.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. Now it's Herbert. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 3 yards is the gain that time, second and goal.
A gain of 3 brings up second and goal. At the 4-yard line.
Now they send a man in motion right. Etienne. Not going anywhere. He'll lose a couple back to the 6. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
And now third and goal coming up, the loss on second down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
Cameron Victor on for the field goal. A 23-yard attempt.
And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about one-score lead, two-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
Oh, good return up past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. And I'm wondering if maybe they don't go away from him on this drive a little bit. He's been great, but they haven't scored a lot of points.
I think they still have to show him as a threat. Make sure he touches it a few times. But as you pointed out, use him as a decoy a little bit and get the ball in the hands of some other people in order to put more points on the board. But he's done a really nice job of establishing them with his running.
And he's established himself well. Now can they put more points on? And McCaffrey going to pick up a Niners first down as he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
First down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
A handoff left, McCaffrey. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. And he continues to have success running the ball here in the first half as he's already closing in on 100 yards for the game. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
yard.
The Niners had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that, because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
Connects with Kittle underneath. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down. Oh, boy. Christian McCaffrey shaken up. So hold everything here as they're going to take a look at it. Play action. Now Purdy. He's got his target. That's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now Purdy. Open man is tipped him. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the 49ers have cut it back within a score. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Chargers offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Here's J.K. Scott set to do the punting honors. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. And just a net of 31 here, 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Final 17 seconds of the half here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10.
Get set, get set.
Back to throw, Purdy. Throwing middle, and it's complete. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Purdy will set up to throw it here. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. This is caught inside the 15. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Sanders' kick is good, and that will knot us up at 10. So they're able to make things level just before half and also leave very, very little time on the clock.
And I love the way that you phrased that. Brought a little soccer into it, and that's really apropos considering they just kicked a field goal to tie things up.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. Solid stiff arm. So we are deadlocked at the break here. Well, everyone's eager to resume play here in this Week 2 contest, so we push right through halftime and back at it for the start of quarter 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds. The 49er offense set to go to begin quarter number 3. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Benjamin St. Juste. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down from the 34-yard line. Here's a 2nd down and 9. Herbert now. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Niners force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. On play action, they'll throw. Open man, the former Gator, it's Ricky Pearsall. And he's out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. A first carry here for Jordan James. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
Well, how about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
At the 25-yard line.
They run it with James. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
First down.
On the ground, it's James. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. From the 43, here's a 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Purdy looking to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Throwing here, Purdy. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Purdy connects with Kittle underneath. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And it's caught. That's good for a gain of 6. 2nd and goal.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and goal at the Chargers 3-yard line.
James going to be stopped before he can get moving forward as he'll lose a couple back to the 5-yard line. Now from back at the 5, this is 3rd and goal.
3rd down and goal to go.
Looking to throw. Purdy. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Niners go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points.
When you give up a long touchdown drive, you're looking for a silver lining. In this case, it's the fact that your offense had a chance to rest, and now they can come out and feel charged up and ready to go.
Sanders now to add the extra point. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. So that one a long 11-play drive. And the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays. You call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, he really
Back now on EA Sports at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. It's the Chargers in possession of the football as we get back into the action in the third quarter. Out of the gun, Herbert. That is caught. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And the Chargers, first down. A 5-yard gain on the play.
Straight ahead, ETN. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
The tackle made back at the 37-yard line.
On second down, ETN once more. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
A gain of 13. Brings up 3rd and
Herbert's going to keep it on his sneak. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Chargers first down. A gain of 1 yard.
They'll try the air now with Herbert. Finds Johnston. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it'll be second down.
Johnston. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4. At the Niners' 43-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here in Santa Clara. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. Herbert. Over the middle and caught by McConkey. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 18. This offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. Here's Herbert. He's got the tight end. That's Gadsden. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that will bring up second down. They'll bring the tight end in motion right. Play action. It's Herbert. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Touchdown, Chargers. Quentin Johnston, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th.
The extra point is good.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. Muscles by at the 25. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Niners offense and Brock Purdy getting ready for this next possession. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
33-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Now 2nd and 3. A give running left, it's McCaffrey. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
At the 44-yard line.
Here's Purdy. Pass caught by Pearsall. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. They get the guard there, Lucas Patrick. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. This offense so far on 3rd down, 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This will be 3rd and forever. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the 1st down.
And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And that's complete ETN out of the backfield. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it. And
a loose fumble. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. Defensively, well done to jar that free. I'll tell you what, though, offensively, he's got to be lucky after the catch and the fumble that didn't go too far away from him.
And the way the football is shaped, it's not built to bounce true, is it? It can score in any direction and move in any way. He was so lucky. Thank his lucky stars, he was able to get that one back. That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
2 1st downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. ETN up the middle. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
At the 47-yard line.
Here's Herbert. They'll try and set up the screen to ETN. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
It's a gain of 9 yards. And this is...
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. Well, this feels like a late season game, even though it's just week 2. Here's a big 3rd down. Herbert. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Lad McConkey, 43 yards. And the Chargers have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now, on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead.
17.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The 49ers offense and Brandon Ayuk getting set for this next possession. And he's had some kind of game. They made it a point to get him involved early, and it has paid giant rewards to this stage of the game. They'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Here's Purdy to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the 1st and save a timeout. Purdy to throw.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
And now a tough spot here. This is 3rd and 10. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted.
Dante Jackson picks it.
And the Chargers have just about sewn up this football game.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
The Chargers getting set to go. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that.
Herbert now to throw. That is intercepted.
And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. Throwing, Purdy. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, this defense has been physical all game long, and it certainly looks like they're not going to back off and make things any easier. They want to keep making life miserable for the receivers all the way to the end.
Oh, man, it's caught inside the 10. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, Parker, we've got a tie game here in the 4th.
Rigoberto Sanchez set to kick off.
This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as it kicks away here.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. The LA offense ready for this next possession. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
First down. It's at 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Throwing, Herbert. A quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. The clock reading 40 seconds. Here's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Herbert. He gets it to Johnston. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 34-yard line.
26 yards.
2 timeouts still in their back pocket. It's 1st and 10. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. This is 1st and 10. Here's a give to Etienne. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. And you know, in an era of cost-cutting and maximizing your roster, this is a club that does not skimp on special teams, and in these situations, it pays dividends.
And that's great vision by the organization. When the difference between winning or losing depends on who you have kicking the ball, would you rather have a street free agent out there or a solid pro like this? Answer's pretty evident to me.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. He's going to let it fly. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now. Purdy with one final shot here. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes.